Quick question. Why does one AI app feel almost magical, while another feels totally clueless? Same idea, same kind of tech under the hood. So what's the difference? Most of the time, it comes down to one thing: the data. Hey, welcome back to AI in 5. Yesterday, we talked about models, that learned recipe that turns a question into an answer. Today, let's talk about what actually feeds that recipe. Because here's the thing: data is the fuel of AI. No fuel, no engine. Bad fuel, bad ride. Let me put it this way. Imagine you're teaching a kid to recognize dogs. If you only ever show them 3 blurry photos of one golden retriever, they're going to think every 4-legged animal on Earth is a golden retriever. Cats, dogs, cows, dogs. A goat in a sweater? Definitely a dog. But if you show them thousands of clear pictures, chihuahuas, huskies, poodles, dogs running, dogs sleeping, dogs in funny hats, now they actually get it. They've seen the variety. They've seen the real world. That's the deal with AI too. Two things matter: how much data you have and how good it is. Quantity and quality. You really need both. 1,000,000 blurry, mislabeled photos won't help. 100 perfect photos won't either, because it's just not enough variety. The magic shows up when you've got lots of clean, accurate, varied examples. And this brings us to a phrase you'll hear engineers say all the time: garbage in, garbage out. It's exactly what it sounds like. If you train a model on junk, you get a junk model. Doesn't matter how fancy the algorithm is. Doesn't matter how powerful the computer is. If the data is messy, wrong, or full of typos, the model just learns the mess. It's like trying to bake a cake with spoiled eggs and salt instead of sugar. The recipe isn't the problem. The ingredients are. Okay, now let's split data into 2 big buckets. There's labeled data and unlabeled data. Labeled data is data with the answer attached. Picture a flashcard. On the front it says photo of a cat, and on the back it says cat. The model sees the front, guesses, and then flips the card to check. That's how it learns. Spam filters work this way. Someone went through and marked thousands of emails as spam or not spam. Those labels are the answer key. Unlabeled data is just raw stuff. Photos with no caption, text with no tag, recordings with no description. There's way more of it in the world, and there are clever ways to learn from it too. But today, just know the difference. Labeled is the flashcard with the answer. Unlabeled is the flashcard with a blank back. Now here's the part one really want you to remember. Because data is the teacher, whatever's in the data gets baked into the model, including the bad stuff, including bias. Let me give you a real example. A few years back, a big company built an AI tool to screen job applicants. They trained it on a decade of their own hiring decisions. Sounds smart, right? Except those past decisions had favored men. So the AI learned the pattern and started downgrading resumes that mentioned women's colleges or women's sports clubs. Nobody told it to do that. It just absorbed the bias that was already there. They eventually had to shut the whole thing down. That's the lesson. Bias in the data becomes bias in the model. AI doesn't fix our blind spots. It can actually amplify them, at scale, really fast. So when you hear about an AI making a weird, unfair decision, the first question isn't, what's wrong with the algorithm? It's, what was in the training data? So here's your takeaway for today. Data is the fuel. Quality matters. Quantity matters. Garbage in, garbage out. Labels are the answer key when you have them. And whatever bias lives in your data is going to live in your model too. Tomorrow we're going deeper into that flashcard idea. It's called supervised learning, and it's behind a huge chunk of the AI you use every day. See you tomorrow on AI in 5.